All right, guys, let's get right into it. Starting with all this crazy weather in the Northeast, schools are closed in Boston and throughout the region as New England is going through round 3 of a brutal winter. Now, so far this season, Boston has received more than 55 inches of snow, well above the usual seasonal average. Now, the storm is expected to wrap up by Tuesday, and meanwhile, the West Coast is getting drenched in rain. Now, forecasters say mudslides are a possibility for the area, but the worst of the storm might be over. Hopefully so. Jessica will have more in weather. All right, in other news, the parents of the 26-year-old female hostage being held by ISIS are holding out hope that she might still be alive. The Islamic State issued a message Friday saying that Kayla Mueller had been killed during a Jordanian airstrike, but have yet to show any proof. Mueller is believed to be the only American hostage still being held by the militants. She was kidnapped in August 2013 while leaving a hospital in Syria. Back home, the fate of the Department of Homeland Security hangs in the balance while Congress fights over its annual funding bill. If no action is taken by February 27th, then the department will shut down. So what does that mean for us anyway? Well, some experts say not much. They say it will not have an effect on national security, but let's all hope Congress can come to some type of agreement to avoid a shutdown for sure. Moving on, Bruce Jenner is breaking his silence following the deadly car accident he was involved in over the weekend. In a statement, he expressed his sympathies for everyone involved. Police say 65-year-old Jenner passed a field sobriety test and then voluntarily submitted a blood sample to determine whether he was intoxicated. Cops are now trying to figure out whether Bruce was on the phone or texting during the crash. They are checking his cell records along with the others involved. One woman was killed in the accident. This is absolutely horrifying news.
I really hope he wasn't texting. I really do. I hope that wasn't the case. I mean,
to have to live with that, the rest of your life.
Or how about the family members of the woman,
of course,
who passed away?
Yeah. So obviously, we pray for everyone going through that terrible situation there. And last in your top 5 headlines, it seems Brian Williams' apology last week for misleading the public has opened a Pandora's box of sorts for the veteran news anchor. He is now the subject of an internal fact-checking inquiry by the network. Word is the inquiry will look into not only the Iraq incident, but also his reporting after Hurricane Katrina. In a statement, Williams said in part that he was painfully aware he had now become the news and a bit of a distraction. He said he was voluntarily removing himself for a few days and that Lester Holt would replace him. I guess only time will tell. This is bad for him either way, of course. Credibility is everything in the news business. If it turns out that he exaggerated reports over Katrina, I don't think he can come back.
So, internal fact-checking, I hope I never have to go through that, to be honest with you.
In my life, get through all your emails, all your phone calls.
Have to go through
Watch
that.
out.
We'll have some memes about all of that because people are
sure
just
there's some crazy
poking
ones.
fun at it. I know it's a serious situation, but we make light of it.
fun.
We try to.